Most newer email copywriters are fighting the wrong enemy. It's not AI, it's not other writers, and hopefully it's not bad products and services that you're writing for. It's something far more powerful, so strong and persuading that some other content writers say that it's rather sinister. Something your prospects carry around with them every single second of every day, and it's not their cell phones either. It's their brain. And if you don't understand how that brain works, well, your emails will struggle, your sales pages will struggle, your content marketing will definitely struggle, and your conversion rates will continue to disappoint you no matter how many copywriting formulas you memorize. That's exactly why we're going to go over this very exciting formula, and it only takes about 10 minutes. So stick with me as we go step by step into this program that will take your content to the next level and discover what great copywriters are doing that no one else is. Jeff here from the Copy Shop, where we help new and intermediate digital marketers get a better understanding of what this wonderful skill set is all about. So let's get started. Great writers and digital marketing experts, they use this formula, getting deep inside the reader's brain. Now, what does this mean? We as writers, we hear this and most have an understanding, but do we really know what it means and how to do it? Let's discuss this even further because no one else teaches this kind of dynamic information, not even the big ticket coaches or courses. First, we have to find out, who the reader is. Figuring out the avatar, the perfect customer. This is the hard part, trying to figure out who that perfect customer is for your client because they come in all shapes and sizes. And since most of us write in the B2C business to consumer area, we're dealing mainly with shoppers. People buying something online or in stores, so we have to know who we are writing for. First, we will start with what they are buying. Knowing what the most purchased item is not the writer's concern. It is not. We want to focus and we want to look at what could be the client's most popular items. There's a difference. As an example, you're writing for Joe's Classic Motorcycle Parts, a business that makes aftermarket classic motorcycle parts. So basically, what they offer, looking at their website and reading the content you have received from the prospect client. This is also part of how you pre-qualify your prospects as well. Speaking of pre-qualifying, let's go over some of those steps real quick. Step 1, check all their social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Ask Twitter, LinkedIn. If not found on any of the platforms, simply forget about them and move on. They're not worth your time. Step number 2, if found on at least 2 of those social platforms, check for their engagement levels. And if those levels are low, move on because they're not that active. If strong, continue to the next research part. Step number 3, do they have a website and a landing page? If not, move on. If so, continue to the next step. Step number 4, can you sign up for their emails or newsletters? If not, move on. If yes, then do so and read what they send you. Step number 5, study what they sent you. Read it very carefully, looking for flaws of any kind. And if you find any, make a note of what it is, where it is, and how you can help them in the content, because you're going to be using that later on. And step number 6, check the competition to see how they rank with them and others. You want to know what your client's business is doing. And this is just the 6 steps to do that. So, for the most part, who the target audience is going to be, what they may be looking for, how you can find words, phrases, suggestions, and other related material they could relate to. We also use AI to help find customer characteristics. Here's an AI prompt. Provide for me a customer characteristic for someone shopping online for classic motorcycle parts that are wanting to spend less than $100 for a reusable air filter for their classic motorcycle. Now, here's a response. Here's a sample customer characteristic profile, the buyer avatar, for someone shopping online for a reusable air filter for a classic motorcycle and wanting to spend less than $100. The customer characteristic profile, let's just say the name is Mike the Weekend Rider, age 25 to 55, gender primarily male but not exclusively, their income $40,000 to $90,000 annually, location United States, Canada, Australia, and the UK. There you go. We don't know if the perfect customer is indeed looking for this new style of air filter. However, we have done the research to prove this is a very good option, and the client sales records show this as well. This is important because this gives us the info we need to craft a message related to the reader. Now, this may or may not be what the reader who has already signed up to receive the emails is looking for. However, we as content writers and marketing professionals, we simply know this could be a lead to a future sale. This is part of the promo style emails that we continue to write, where we simply help promote the different products, goods, and services our clients offer. The next part is how often they are buying. Purchasing power is real when it comes to online shopping. Discounts, promos, points earned all play a part in the decision to buy. This is going to be more work than most writers want to put into their content, but that's okay, because we are not them, and we will make more money than they do, because we go the extra mile when it comes to research. We can find this information out by looking at Joe's Classic Motorcycle Parts webpage. Here, there should be a breakdown of the hottest selling parts and accessories. If you look here in this promo, and it talks about the customizable parts, it says our hottest seller right here with an arrow, and it's an enlarged picture of an air filter for $46. This content that we create and send out as part of an email campaign. Most email copywriters don't even think about doing something like this. They're not concerned about putting imagery to the emails. However, we did talk about this in the past where we mentioned how to use imagery in your emails. Doing this will also give us more information on what we want to write about to help drive more sales to our client. We are conducting deep research into both the client and the customer to offer a superior, relatable piece of content. Most online shopping pages will have rankings next to their products. This shows the most popular items purchased and what those parts fit. Like this image here, which specifically sells something that fits a specific motorcycle at a very specific price. This here also gives us info to work with. We can tailor fit the emails for owners of Motor Guzzi bikes, which is part of the segmented list the client already has in place. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're working with information that we uncover by conducting deep research. Not too many writers do this, and that is why they fail, and others who do, well, they succeed. The next part is still concentrated on the avatar, but part 2, finding out more of what people are aligned with makes a big difference in how you create a really good email. You don't write the same content for a reader who is shopping for earth-friendly products as you would for someone who buys off-road truck parts, right? That means you have to understand more of what the reader is looking for and how do you use your persuasive writing skills. In the persuasive writing skills course, we go into more about this. Now, what are their worldviews? What do we mean when we say world views? Simple. Ever since more and more people are connected via the internet, more people get involved in issues purely because they want to make a difference. There are those that are just some of the things we as content providers need to understand in order for our message to be extremely converting. Now, relating to the reader's thoughts, emotions, and worldviews is something that most course providers and coaches never even mention. Now, since we're writing for Joe's Classic Motorcycle Parts, we might want to figure out what most of their customers are saying about the products. As an example, I love this new air filter from Joe's Classic Bikes. All I have to do is wash it out, saves me money, less waste goes into landfills. Julio from Madrid said. Customer demographics. Where are the buyers located? Are they mostly North American based, European, or Asian? All of this makes a difference when finding the right target audience. How old are they? What about their income brackets? How are the products, goods, and services related to other purchases? You see, there's a lot of research that goes into understanding the perfect customer. Are those customers the V-twin Harley guys from Las Vegas? Or is this group of motorcyclists more the European variety on more modern style motorcycles? Knowing this information gives us the ability to create the content relatable to that customer. This gives us the ability to address that perfect customer directly. We can mention road conditions, weather, population, safety concerns, and so much more simply by doing some research. Now, the avatar, part 3. By doing deep research into the client, we also discover their customers' wants, needs, and desires. This gives us the needed information to craft compelling content geared towards persuading the reader. Now let's put all this together. When you are doing deep research into the client, you will find out more overall on what to include in your content. We have discovered all this information that defines the perfect customer. Now all we have to do is put it all together. You can target selected audience members and have our content delivered to just those readers. We get a lot more information not only doing research, but speaking directly to the client to find out where most of their sales come from. This information we use in our email information. Let's say they're from Australia's outback, Las Vegas desert area, Asia, Europe. Finding out where they are gives us the ability to create the content related to them. Never be afraid to ask your client these types of questions, but please conduct a research first before asking. This shows the client that you are indeed a professional digital marketer and just not picking their brains for ideas. This is just part of what it means when you hear getting deep inside the reader's brain. Now, I wanted to keep this short and simple so as to not go over everything that is in the free guide. I just wanted to explain why this is so important. I hope you found this information useful. Don't forget to click the link below to get your free PDF guide. Like, subscribe, and follow. And don't forget to check out this video here to help sharpen your writing skills even more. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.